Hello everybody, nice to meet you again. Welcome back to Economics at Tuesday. Okay, this part the 2.4 is HL only. Okay, it is about critique on the maximization behavior. It is a new chapter, okay, new to IBDP in 2022 curriculum. So on our theory, okay, they will ask you a little bit. So just besides the result is okay, no mathematics or concept, but quite fun here, quite new in the 21st century. It is additional higher level. So the SL friend can take a break. Okay, maybe watch the other video from me. Okay. Okay, we are still on the Unit 2 microeconomics. Okay, now we are on 2.4 critique of the maximizing behavior. Remember what's the maximizing behavior? Maximizing utility, maximizing profits, right? That sometimes we think it is too simple, this assumption. People and the producer are much more complicated, so we have some release of this assumption, but we use a big term critique on it. Okay, assumption. First of all, we need to talk about assumption of the rational consumer, and then talk about assumption of the producer. Okay, classically, a consumer are assumed to maximize their satisfaction or utility. Remember, maximization of utility, marginal utility. Okay, but actually, do they really just rely on this way? How many percent is correct? Okay. So we have these three kinds of assumption in classical about consumer behavior. First of all, consumer are rational. Yeah, consumer rationality means the consumer relies on the rational calculation to make the rational choice. And then the outcome of rational choice are aligned with the best interest of the consumer. So people are making decision making some choices in the supermarket, which thing to buy or which thing not to buy, okay, how much to buy, okay. And how they do it, okay, is using a utility maximization. Okay, utility is an abstract concept, but everyone has this in the mind. Okay, how much happiness can give them, okay, for the next for the purchase. Okay, utility maximization stated that consumer allocates their spending of the last dollars on different products of all the products, such that the last dollar spent on all the products consume the same utility. Yes, when you go to the supermarket to buy the goods, you buy different kinds of goods, right? And you do some calculation in some way that the last quantity you bought, okay, the utility you get is the same. It means that the marginal utility of all the products you consume are the same. Okay, you look at all your basket, okay, when you go out from the supermarket, okay, every product, how much you buy, the last quantities, marginal utilities should be the same. Okay, and perfect information. The perfect information is assumed in perfect competition. Okay, and the perfect information on consumer and producer have instantaneous and absolutely correct knowledge of all the market prices in different store, different places. Okay, different things. Okay, and they understand their own utility function absolutely, and then the cost function from the producer side. So we look at this three things fairly ideal, right? So can you think about any critique on them? Any parts that is you that is has can improve them, or there is any problems about each assumption? You can pause the video and think about it for a while. Okay. Welcome back. Just the what is the our economics idea on these three things critique, and the limitation of the assumption of rational consumer choices. Okay. We call it behavioral economics. You can look it up from the internet. Okay, behavioral economics has two sides. One is a consumer choice problems. Okay, expand the horizon of economics beyond the assumption of rational consumer choices. This is very positive. Okay, expand the horizon. Before it's correct, we want to make it a more flexible, right? Cater more factors. Okay, for example, first is a biases. Okay? A notch of biases, a notch of name. This each name help you to remember one concept. For example, rule of thumb, anchor bias, framing bias, availability bias, all the things you don't know what is to talk about. It's okay. When you read it, when you learn it, you will think about it. Just think about daily life example related to it. Okay? I try to share it in this way. Rule of thumb. Okay? Rule of thumb means a consumer only buy goods when it is in special offer. Whenever consumer notice a good is in special offer, they can't control them. They want to buy it. Okay? Their chance of purchase increases. But actually, the price in special offer may not be the lowest price. Okay? So the consumer's decision making is biased by the special offer. Just like me, when I go to the supermarket, I always look for the big discount stuff. Okay, but I'm smart. Okay, I look at the big discount price and compare with my previous knowledge of that things the price in different store, I think that it is not the lowest. That supermarket pay a trick, mark up the price and lower it, but still higher than before. So I will not purchase it. I'll wait until it really go back to the lowest price. And we call it rule of thumb. Okay? Rule of thumb. Okay. And the anchor bias. Okay? Anchor bias means the consumer's first experience affects the decision making in the future. For example, the store is another kind of store. Okay? They display only 10% off at the entrance. Okay? So when the consumer sees it, okay, 10% is normal. Okay? They have this normal concept. Okay? So when the consumer sees 20% off, wow, the goods, then they will buy it. Okay? Bigger than normal. So the chance of purchase is increased. Just like in the bargain area. When I go to the supermarket, the supermarket has a bargain area. Always the thing is much cheaper, but has a larger discount than normal, maybe 20% or 50%. But I'm smart. I try to compare it. Maybe they are 20% discount, but still higher price than the other store. Then I will stop buying it. Okay? We call it bargain area. Okay, anchor bias. Okay, framing bias. And framing bias means the consumer's attitude towards the information of a good affects their decision making. For example, just an example, the feelings. Okay, attitude is a subjective thing. In behavioral psychology, this is well tested. Okay, people will fear loss of money than welcoming gain of money. For example, a service company, they said, keeping your old plan again and you lose $200. Or they can say, changing to our plan and you gain $200. Which one is more successful? Losing one. May say losing $200, people doesn't want to lose it and they will rush inside. Just like if I make this video, the friends we said that watch this video and you gain 10 marks in IBDP. No one cares, 10 marks, right? And if I said that if don't watch it, lose 10 marks. Sure, in IBDP, then you will come inside to watch it. So losing thing affects our thing. So you have to understand it and don't get tricked by it. Okay. Availability bias. Okay, means the consumer's decision is heavily influenced by the recent experience. Okay. So when there's a sudden shortage of a good in the day, okay, people heard the news and they rush to buy the goods. Okay. They forget that goods have never been a shortage for a few years. Okay. So to me, I don't know whether it's true or not. Sometimes it's about the news. Okay. When I look to the store said, there's the big famine for there's a big drought in Greece. Okay, so the olive has a big drop. Okay, so the olive oil will continue to rise. Okay, olive oil price will shoot up quickly. Okay, so you should buy more now. Okay. But when I wait for a few months, okay, I saw that the olive oil price is quite stable. So think about it. Okay, don't get tricked by the news. A sudden shortage, maybe just because other problems. Okay, and the shop just advertise it in some way, okay, for their sake, okay. And then there is another thing, another concept we call it bound. Remember before is bias, rule of thumb, anchor, frame. Yeah, I'm not joking. So you need to watch it again because in the you need to cite one or two, okay, in the examination. Now we start to the bound bias. Okay, and then we talk about rationality, self-control, utility, and we think that people are more than just that rational. We have a bounded rationality. We are rational, but this is not absolute. Okay, 80% or 90% something. I don't know. Okay, we call it bounded rationality means people find it difficult for them to make a rational decision in a short time, especially when they have a lot of information. Okay? So when you go shopping, okay, purchase takes place in a short time. Okay? People tend to rely on some other norms like a rule of thumb, okay, big discount or not, okay, to make the decision. So just say in e-commerce, okay, you go to internet, Amazon, okay, to buy the thing, and lots of information come out, right? And lots of brand, okay, and lots of things, okay, lots of different distributor, right? Different price, okay, you can't handle it, so you just rely on the comments or rely on whether it is on a big discount or not, okay, and then you make the decision. Okay. Bounded self-control. Our self-control is bounded. Bounded self-control means that people cannot stop to consume the same good more at a time. Actually, we purchase more than need. Actually, for example, people tend to eat more than they need, okay, to keep healthy. Maybe it comes from the biological instinct that eat as much as possible at the time of shortage, okay, experienced by our interest. So we tend to buy more. But actually, we remember about diminishing marginal utility, right? You should buy that thing, okay, right? The utility rate drops, but we have a tendency more. You can't control ourselves. We want to buy more buy more clothes, buy more food, eat more than should be, okay? Then our marginal utility tells us, okay? We call it bounded self-control, so purchase more. Remember bounded rationality? It means that too much information. Bounded self-control, it means you purchase too much, a little bit too much, okay? And bounded selfishness, okay? We in economics, we always think that people are selfish, okay? Unbounded selfishness of people, okay? We just want to maximize our own utility, but in the real world, no, people are a little bit bad. We are thinking about others, okay? So we do charity and do volunteer work. I do volunteer work every week too, okay? Yeah, it make me feel happy, okay? Help other people is good, okay? Imperfect information. Imperfect information means a modern world are flooded with information, okay? But if information is too much, then it is impossible to have perfect information. Even for the government, giant corporation, big data, they have it, okay? They can't have all the information, okay? So we are individual, right? Little individual, right? To us, we really rely on the simple figures or index to make the decision. For example, when we look at the stock price rises, okay, stock price rises to record high. Oh, the economy is good, so I should purchase more. But actually, I didn't buy the stock. Right? The stock price is up, the wealth effect doesn't go to me, okay? I don't have more money, but it's our feelings, okay? We rely on a simple figure. And we call it behavioral economics in action. Okay, behavior in economics is used to change the decision making or individual and institution. Why are behavioral economics is important? Okay, why they want to lower us? Because they want to change us, manipulate us. Who? The politicians, the entrepreneurs. We call it choice architecture. Okay, change us. Okay, choice architecture was introduced in a famous 2008 book by economist Richard Taylor and Cass Sutton. And the choice architecture is to use different design and presentation, okay, to change, affect our decision making without affecting us. They have a good terms. They change our behavior without changing us. It means that they change in biology, okay, they change your behavior without changing your genes. Okay? You still are yourself, but you behave differently. You buy their goods, okay. Although genetically you don't want to buy it. Okay? So there are different ways to do it. They call it default, restraint, mandated choices. So key terms again, right? Before is bias, bounded, now is choices. Okay, different category that makes you remember the three things. Okay, choice architecture, choice, default, restrict, and mandate. A default choice is a pre-selected choice. Okay, if a default choice is given, the consumer has to take action, a step to select another choice. So the consumer has a tendency to choose the default one. Okay. For example, the advertisers can set the default choices in favor of the sales to guide the consumer. Okay? The default one, big button, and the small button is choose your decision in a small way. Okay, we always find it in the internet or in the apps, right? Behavioral economics have found that if too many choices is given to consumer, they won't buy it. Okay? They overload with choice and hard to decide and don't buy it. They delay the purchase. Okay, so consumer prefer to have a restricted choices of few. For example, internet search. Okay? Amazon again. Too many choices, so they will allow the Amazon will advertise away. Can pay money to search engine, and then the product will be at the front. Okay? Although they will highlight it is the advertisement. Okay, and it is called restricted choice. So just for example, I go to YouTube, okay, search the 2024 May IBDP video. I always saw a lot of advertisement before my video, and then I'm the first one after the advertisement, and I'm happy. Thank you for your guys' support. Okay, thank you. A mandated choice, okay, is a choice given to the consumer, but actually they are forced to choose certain answer. For example, when the agree button in the phone apps, okay, if you say you don't agree, you can't start the apps, right? So you're mandated. It seems that you can make a choice, but actually you don't have a choice, okay? It's mandated choice, okay? And sometimes they'll make the thing like a mandated choice. For example, when you're getting a car license in the US, okay, in the state, okay, drivers are required to answer, do you wish to be an organ donor? It seems that they make it is a must, okay? Unless you can't get the car license, actually nothing bad, okay? And 60% of the drivers think that okay, I need to do so if I want to get a car license, they say yes. Okay? But national average is just 38%. Okay? So remember default, mandated, okay, or choices. And the nudge theory is famous. It's also in that book 2008 by Richard Taylor and Cass Sutton. Okay, nudge is a way, okay, to order people's decision making and behaviors. Okay, they change your behavior, but not by force, not by education, not by legislation, not by enforcement. They just make you think that it should be done that way, should be or bad. Okay, it does not change the people's incentive. It just change not just change your utility function or nothing change. Okay, but you change your behavior. How to do it? Allows employees indirect suggestion, positive reinforcement to influence the decision making and behavior of people in groups or individuals. For example, a supermarket uses nudges in marketing. Industrial like a construction site, they make a big banner or zero accident, saying which day has how many accident in the workplace. Okay, and then they list it out. Okay, and you look at it, and then the worker said, okay, I should pursue zero accident. Okay, and they even have a department, a government department. For example, the White House Social and Behavioral Science team. Okay, and the Behavioral Insight team in UK. You can search the internet for these two key terms. Okay, and then the government office, and then they will set how they implement that. Okay, but by enforcement for the government policy. And the other side is the producer side, right? Profits maximization. Okay, do the producer always maximize their profits? Maybe. Okay, because of some reason. Okay, basically they need to, because they need to survive. To survive in the competitive market, the primitive business objective is the profit maximization. Okay? Not because of you, because of the investor. If the firm's profit level is lower than similar firms, right? Where the investor go? They will gone, right? They will shift their investment to the more successful firm, and the firm will run out of money. Okay, low one invest on the firm. Current, you don't have money to run your business. Okay, so you need to maximize your profits. Okay, there's no choice. Okay? Especially for small and medium firms, okay, in developing country, okay, they are struggling for survival in the markets, okay, so their objective is absolutely profit maximizing. But when the firm grow, bigger or whatever, do they change the thing? Okay, if the firm has a lot of investment from other people, will they change behavior? Yes, there's a not alternate business objective. Okay? For example, the corporate social responsibility. Okay, for example, social enterprise, and they said my main target is not for money, it's for to serve the society. They call it social enterprise. Okay, for example, providing reasonable profits to the primary producer and job opportunity to the inferior groups. For example, for growing of coffee bean. Okay, they make sure the primary producer get enough money. Okay, and for large enterprise, okay, they have a high profits and enough market share already. And then they started to think about others. Okay, to concern about their social responsibility, and then they gradually changed their objective to be a mixed one. Okay, not solely profit maximizing, and also building up a better society. Why? Public image. They want to build up a better public image for getting more money. Still profit maximizing, but is in an indirect way. Okay? And then market share. This is another a situation where people has a lot of people invest on them because they want to have a large market share. A higher market share means a higher power of the price, right? Monopolies or the oligopolies, especially in the uprising industry, or all the firms are new to the market. Okay? The objective is not to get money; it's to increase its market price as fast as possible. And then they look one day, the firm will be a lower market will disappear, and we can absorb it by merging and acquisition. Okay. So, for example, after years of competition, Microsoft has its computer operating system for 75%. Wow. Google search engine 70%. Facebook 60% of the social media, although they are conquering in each other. Okay, okay, they have different infiltrate of the other people's markets. Okay, they are trying to do it, but it's harder than this. And the market share is 75%, 70%, and 60%, quite monopoly. But the government will notice it, and they can't have a too high market share nowadays because they will get a fine from the government. Okay. Satisfying. In satisfying, the aim of a firm is to satisfy the social growth, certain growth of the instead of a profit maximizing. Okay. Maybe the stakeholder want to do something. Maybe stakeholder has other objective, for example, environmental protection, sustainable growth, elimination of poverty. Okay, maybe this is the firm's aim. Okay, the stakeholders aim to set it up. Okay, in the board of directors. Okay. So, but it's made also due to lack of information for the owner and management of the firm to maximize their profits. Well, Maybe it's just an excuse for the management team that I don't want to maximize the profit because they don't know how to do it. Okay? They don't have enough knowledge or information to do so. Okay, it's a setback. And this is the extreme one we call it growth. Okay, in the new economy we have the concept that winner takes all. Okay, so if you drive the growing targets to the extreme, that is to expand as fast as possible. Getting 100% of market share is the excellent way to they push. They're price cutting, even they lose money, okay, and then the people will still keeping their money to lose, okay. And then, for example, many unicorn firms value over $1 million, they are still expanding and did not get any profit. And people are still investing on them, hoping one day they will become successful, gaining all the market. And at that time, they will try to give some market share to others to make sure the government won't give them the fine. Okay, that's it. My sharing for this one. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. Excel is a little bit hard and not a conceptual thing. Okay, luckily this is new stuff. Okay, and in IBDP I observed in the past 3 years like past paper, new past paper of the tutorial. Okay, they just ask you to list out some example. Okay, that was theory, architecture, bias, and that's it. Okay, so just try to for each part. Okay, try to find 1 or 2 example to remember it, and I'm sure you will be successful in the examination. Not losing mark, right? Gaining lot, gaining more marks, but losing less marks. Right? Okay, if you like our sharing, remember subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Okay, see you next economics Tuesday. Bye bye.